Hey guys and dolls, and welcome into another video. My name is Jason, and today I'm going to be looking through the charts with you guys, and we're going to be updating some of the plays that we talk about on this channel that we've been speaking about since about the beginning of January. A lot of the market has seen a lot of red and volatility lately, so later in this video I will play you guys a clip by Cathie Wood which will go on to explain some really good key points to take away in this video, because it's really important to understand where the markets are, how they're performing, and also what is in store for the rest of 2021, so we know where we can put our money to capitalize, and if this in fact is actually a big giant bubble, whether EV and solar is also a giant bubble. You guys know that I am heavily invested in disruptive innovation, and I follow ARK Invest very closely with good reason from my research that innovation is going to absolutely soar into the future. Now, there has been a lot of red, like I said, but again, I'm really not concerned. So make sure to watch this video all the way through. We are going to go through the charts in just a second, like I said. If you guys want to know 5 other plays that I'm currently watching right now, then be sure to check out this video that I did make a few days ago, because those plays are still valid. And do know that we do have earnings out tonight, guys, for NEO, and also we have Clover Health coming out in just a few days time. So be sure to check out my video on NEO. I will link it above now as well, because I just made a video about that. It's just super important for those NEO shareholders to know why I'm still heavily invested in NEO, despite the fact that we are having these pullbacks and these dips on these large growth sectors. Now, I'm just going to play you this quick by Cathie Wood, and then we are going to get into the charts.
So traditional value stocks are having a nice run here. And how do we feel about that? We feel really good about that. I think it's great because the bull market is broadening out to other sectors. And that can only be a good thing for us. What would be very negative for innovation-based strategies is if the market continued to narrow so that only innovation strategies worked. Because that's what happened during the tech and telecom bubble, and we all know how that ended. There was too much capital chasing too few opportunities back then, too soon. The costs of new technologies and the technologies themselves, the costs were too high, and the technologies themselves were not ready. But the seeds for innovation, the innovation platforms that are moving into exponential growth trajectories right now, they were all planted back then. So I actually like the fear that we have experienced. I like it, and mostly because I don't think it'll last. But I'm happy that there's a reality check in terms of the speculative moves that have taken place within the innovation space.
So what's really important to take away from this clip is the fact that Cathie Wood is basically saying that it's a good thing that a lot of people are taking their money right now out of these high risk, high reward growth stocks. They're putting them back into those value stocks, because what it will mean is when disruptive innovation starts to take off, when the space sector starts to grow, when EVs really start to grow, when genomics starts to grow, for example, we are going to see a lot of the old school investors actually retake their money back out of those value traps, and they're going to start to put them into the companies that are going to be the future, and they are going to dominate. And that is going to allow us to have those explosive moves in those plays like NEO, for example, just like we saw in Tesla when people started to fully understand how autonomy is going to work. And we did see those huge pushes last year in 2020 when Tesla was at like $50 and it went all the way up to about $700-800. So that is exactly what she is talking about. So let's go into the computer right now, and we are going to talk through some of those plays. If you do find value at any point, then be sure to give this video a like, hit that big red subscribe button below, and join us while we make money together. So up on my screen, guys, we have Apxt Technologies to start us off on the charts this morning. That is ticker symbol APXT. Now we can see that we did reach highs of about $17, and we have since had a gigantic sell-off all the way down to $11. So that is absolutely insane. We've almost lost about 90% of the value in this play, guys, over the past few weeks. We can see that we did get overstretched on the RSI, and we are sitting around that 30, so that is when I always like to know that there is buying opportunities in the market. We are sitting behind the 200 on the SMA, and we are below the 21 on the EMA. So this will actually tell me right now, guys, that we are in a bear market. We are also below that 50 here on the RSI. So that also does go to show me that we are in a bear market. Now, again, I think a lot of this is temperamental, as you guys know. If you do want more information about why I believe all this is happening right now, then be sure to check out this video that I will link above, which does go on to explain why we are in some form of a correction and my thoughts and opinions on it. Right now, I think that we are going to consolidate just for a bit of time, and then we are going to once again take off. And this company is set to merge with Avpoint by the end of March. Now, we did have a delay this month because the merger was supposed to be in February. Again, this could still be delayed up until the end of April, so we will have to play it by ear and see what this company announces. But what I do know, because I do follow this company closely, is they are doing everything they can right now to get that merger going. But again, they have been dampened by COVID, and again, there is so much paperwork when a SPAC does decide to merge with a company, guys. It does take a lot of preparation, so it's not something that does happen overnight. Unfortunately, there are sometimes delays, so we just have to be patient. This play I've been holding in my portfolio for quite some time, guys. I have been investing in Apxt since it was around that $14 to $13 range. So I have an average price right now sitting actually just above where the entry price is today. So if that gives you some confidence as an investor, then you should know that about 5% of my portfolio is actually in Apxt, and it is currently sitting below the actual price of the product itself right now at $12.87, which is the time I'm making this video. Once we do see this merger go through, guys, and it is just a matter of time until I believe that this does happen, then we are going to see a big push in that share price. And guys, this is such an easy money play. This company are set to do 33, I think it is, billion in revenues by the year of 2022. And they are feeding off of Microsoft, which is one of the big bad companies, as you guys know. It is one of those blue chip stocks. So if you're feeding off a blue chip stock like Microsoft and you have millions and millions of clients, then guys, this company is just going to continue to grow as that company starts to grow itself, because they're feeding off of Microsoft. So this is my conviction on Apxt. I'm going to be holding this one for the long term, and I think this is going to be a great player. Again, always know that my plays are quite high risk, high reward, and that is because I'm a little bit younger. So I like to have exposure to those different markets. And again, this is in that data analytics and cloud computer software. So that is one of the plays that I'm currently watching right now, and we are sitting at a buy zone anywhere below that $13 zone. I will continue to try and scoop up a few more shares, even though my full position is built up, but again, it will just allow me to average that price down. Another play, guys, that has been beaten up really hard is our lovely Gevo play. I did make a big video on Gevo, so be sure to check it out above now if you haven't seen that video, because it is absolutely incredible. It's an eye-opener, and they are changing the way that we are going to be using biofuels moving forward. Now, there has been some news announced recently that the airlines are trying to reduce their carbon emissions even more. So again, this is going to allow Gevo to hopefully capitalize on this segment moving forward inside their business model. So I'm pretty excited. Again, we have price targets already set out on Gevo by the end of the year of around $18 from some top analysts on this sector. So guys, I'm very bullish on Gevo. My stance still sounds, if you can load up that position below $10 in the long term by the end of the year, I think that this is going to be a nice double-digit player, and we could easily see those highs of $20. Again, I did label my thumbnail that this could be my next 10x stock moving into the future. This could be a triple-digit stock moving into the coming decade if we are to see that huge growth in the sector of bio and fossil fuels. And again, guys, this really could be a triple-digit stock depending on how the global expansion goes with this company and how they decide to capitalize on the transition as a disruptive innovation away from this fossil fuels and into the biofuel sector. So that is a stock that I'm watching and I will continue to load up on. I think that we are sitting around 30 on the RSI, and this does actually present us with some really nice buying opportunities anywhere below this $10 range. So guys, this is another stock that I'm currently watching and I'm extremely bullish on for the outcome of 2021 moving forward. Now, the third stock is ticker symbol TTCF. Again, I did mention this on the top 5 stocks that I'm buying right now video, which I did release just early on last week. Now, this is Tattooed Chef. They are essentially a vegan food company. Again, I'm a vegan myself, so I understand the importance of health and how this is going to start to move forward into the coming decade. A lot of people are going to start to realize how healthy plant-based products are, and eating dairy and meat is not sustainable, and it is also not good for you. So we have seen a lot of price action right now. We are below that 200 on the SMA. The volume actually has started to slow down on this stock, and we are currently oversold on the RSI. So guys, I think it is just a matter of time. If we can get this stock anywhere below $20 in the long run, then this is going to be a really nice player. What I also love about the conviction of this stock is Jeremy from Financial Education also runs a big channel. I think he's got about 1 million followers. He's 3 channels, and he's also super bullish on this stock. So that makes my conviction in this space even more progressive. So I'm very happy to hold this one and continue to load up my boat anywhere below $20. So that is the TTCF, ticker symbol for tattooed chef. Another play that I'm going to bring to your attention is our Crispr Therapeutics. Now again, I had recently made a video on this one as well, so be sure to check that above if you want more information on Crispr. We are sitting below that 200 on the SMA, we are oversold on the RSI, and we do still have gigantic volumes up on screen, as you can see. Now we've had a huge sell-off from about $220 all the way down, and we've actually in fact almost halved our position. So guys, that is absolutely ridiculous, and I think that this company does have a lot of potential. Again, if you want a similar option with a cheaper price, then PACB, which is ticker symbol PACB. I will bring it up on my screen right now. That is PAC Bioscience. I also made a big video on because I'm even more bullish on this stock. Both of these stocks have sold off. They are in that genomic sector, and as you guys know, I'm extremely bullish on Cathie Wood's conviction for the genomic revolution. Now PAC Bio is in Cathie Wood's top 2 holdings inside her ARC-G portfolio, and we have had that massive sell-off from $52 after they announced extremely good earnings just a few weeks ago, and we are now sitting at about $30. So both of these plays are very respective. They both measure the genomic sequence. One measures the long strand of the DNA and one measures the short genomic sequence. Again, if you want more conviction and understanding of these stocks and how they work, then be sure to check out either of those videos that were just linked above at the end of this video. But essentially, I do believe that both of these companies right now will start to see a turnaround after they level out around these support areas, and then we will start to see a further push in the share price, providing that the larger market doesn't have or continue to correct. So we will have to wait and see what the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 does at the start of this week, so that I can give you some more updates throughout the week as we go. And so the last play that I'm going to be bringing to your attention today, guys, because a few of you have been asking me for some of those updates. Again, if I haven't spoken about a particular stock that you are looking into, then be sure to look through the videos on my playlist, because guys, I have been making individual updates on a lot of the stocks that we are holding. I am still yet to do a video on our open door play, our BFT play, and also our Clover Health. So if any of those 3 plays are your 3 plays, I have not yet made a video, but I will be trying to get one out at some point this week, or at least some kind of an update. But guys, our gambling stocks, which is our GNOG for Golden Nugget Online Gaming, and also our DraftKings plays, our Golden Nugget has been beat down a lot, so again, I think it is just a matter of time. We are oversold on the RSI until this play does actually start to get some new catalysts moving forward in 2021. Again, this sell-off has been accelerated by the broader market correction. So again, it's just about riding out these waves of volatility in the short term so that we can get those long-term gains. So again, if you are new to investing, then sometimes the stock market is very volatile, and we do see a few days or a few weeks sometimes where the market can go into a broader correction, despite the fact that we are in a bull market where we do actually see a lot of red in our portfolio, and we do see a lot of traders doing their profit taking. But just know that if you are patient, and again, you are a long-term investor, these days of volatility will actually disappear. You will be rewarded with green days, and your portfolio will start to grow, providing you don't give up, you don't panic sell when everything is selling off, and you know you have either a stop loss set or you have those targets set where you can take profits along the way. So guys, I just wanted to fill you in. DraftKings did have their earnings recently this week. They did hit some good things on their earnings, and again, they did miss on some other aspects. But the positives to take away was the fact that their CEO, Jason, which is an interview that I watched with him, he said that, you know, they are trying to expand as much as they can. They actually have a growing customer base, and again, they actually expect to have an extra 100 million in revenue in the next jump forward. So I'm pretty excited for this space. Again, ARK have continued to buy up their DraftKings stock recently, so again, that's going to give me more conviction as to why I think that this stock is going to be a long-term wealth builder inside my portfolio. So I am happy to hold this throughout any more volatile spells in the short term. So guys, that makes up for today's video. I really do hope that you found value. If you did, then please smash that like button for me and hit that big red subscribe button below if you did make it this far. I absolutely love making these plays for you. We are on our road to 5,000 subscribers, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you and appreciate everyone that has smashed that like button and also hit that big red subscribe button below, because it's really been helping out the channel grow, and again, we can get this information to new investors. I will be starting a Discord and a Patreon very soon, so do stay tuned for that, so we can actually start to build a community. You guys will then get my buy and sell alerts. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get that together, so just look out for that if you are someone that is interested, and I will announce it on this channel shortly as soon as I've set those steps up. I hope you guys stay safe, have a great week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. My name is Jason. I will see you guys soon. Ciao.